All Eyez on B. Yo, 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 what up, P.V.R LYFE fans? It's your boy Brandon, aka Yellow Jesus, aka The Burnt Agro, aka Yellow Tupac, aka Yellow Iverson, aka Saw Shoe Up 3, aka One Chain. Today's June 20th. It's a Tuesday. About to go watch that new Tupac film. For all the true P.V.R LYFE fans out there, if you guys know me, I'm a big Tupac fan. See, I'm rocking my Tupac shirt today. Shout out to Dr. Monkey in the Bay for getting me this shirt for Christmas. This is what we're bumping in the whip today. Tupac greatest hits. Today's a Tupac day. Real quick, before we get started, I want to give a quick shout out to GMX Storm, Tayshawn, and shout out to Giovanni. Also shout out to everybody that's been in the live stream. I'm pretty excited to go see this movie. It's been a long time in the making. I think this movie's been in talks for like the last 6 years or so. A lot of mixed reviews so far. I've heard people in the live stream, people close to me saying the movie wasn't that good. Some people said it was good. Other people like 50 Cent saying it was trash. You had Jada Pinkett saying it wasn't that good as far as like her representation in the film. Then you have The Game, who says this movie was fire. So there's difference of opinions, but anytime when it comes to art, it's always subjective. That's what makes the world go round, is difference of opinions, man. If everybody thought the same way about everything, the world would be a pretty boring place, right? I've always been a big Tupac fan since I can remember. The first album that I think I heard actually was Me Against the World. That was back in 1995. I remember buying the cassette tape. I bought that Me Against the World album, the one with Dear Mama on it. To this day, that's still my favorite Tupac album of all time, because I think that was Tupac in his most truest form, as far as like no hype, just him speaking his mind about everything. Sometimes you get on an artist late and then you go back and do your history and then look up their old albums. Like, Tupac basically was more than a rapper. That's the best way to describe him, in my opinion. If he was just talking about basic like thug life and just glorifying guns and violence, he wouldn't be the man that he is today. He wouldn't be well respected. He'd just be another rapper that people liked for the moment and they forgot about him. But he stood for more than just the thug life. He was a social activist. He spoke for his people. Also, his words touched people of all races: Asians, Indians, Latinos, white people. His music and his words spoke to everybody, and that's why he's one of my biggest inspirations, because I feel like words are powerful, and if you can reach a lot of people in this world of all colors, then I think that's a powerful thing to have. As far as this movie goes, you gotta support Tupac regardless of if it's a good or bad film. I already know this movie's gonna probably have some flaws in it, because it's hard to put 25 years of a man's life into 2 hours. I'll try to go into it with an open mind, and then after the movie I'll give you guys my honest opinion on it. You know, anything Tupac, I'm usually down. There's been a few Tupac projects in the past after he passed away that I wasn't too crazy about, but you know, that's life. You know, you're not gonna love everything. Even from P.V.R LYFE, I don't expect you guys to like every video I put out. When I make videos, I don't think about if you guys are gonna like it or not. I try to speak from the heart, and if it touches some of you guys, then it's real. Anyways, about to head over to the movie theater. I'll catch you guys over there. All right, P.V.R LYFE fans, we just got to the movie theater here in Chino Hills. Check it out. Running a little bit late. The movie starts at 10:40. It's 10:42, but it's just previews right now. Let's get it. Just got inside. Let's go check it out. And all my memories of seeing brothers bleed, and everybody still alive. But still nobody sees. Alright, P.V.R LYFE fans, just got done watching the movie about 5 minutes ago. I'm at Nordstrom Rack right now, about to look at a few things, but overall I thought it was a good movie, but I'll check back in with you in a second, so I gotta collect my thoughts so I can let you know how I really felt about it. At the world famous Jollibee. The usual Jollibee crunchy chicken sandwich. Yum yum. Alright, P.V.R LYFE fans, I just got back to the crib from watching the Tupac movie and having lunch at Jollibee. So my thoughts on the movie was that overall it was a pretty good movie. I don't see why a lot of people were hating on it. They did a good job of compacting 25 years of a man's life into 2 hours. Of course, they have to leave out certain details. Like, I grew up in that time frame, so there are certain things that I knew that they didn't put in the movie. You can only fit so much in 2 hours. One of the main purposes of this movie that I think is a positive is that it gives the younger generation a chance to learn about an important figure in hip-hop history. This movie might inspire some younger guys to do more research on Tupac. For me personally, his work has inspired me to actually do YouTube. Every time I get in front of this camera, I'm thinking, yo, I gotta inspire somebody and give somebody some kind of value in their life, make somebody happy or make somebody think. In that movie, Tupac talked a lot about growth and change, and I think those are important factors. A lot of times you start something and it's good at the moment, but then you always got to be thinking on how you can continue to grow, never become comfortable in your situations, and continue to try to strive and become better and use the knowledge and information and skills that you learn with certain people and take it to the next level. And then once you reach a certain level, take it to the next level and continuing to grow, like a pyramid. Certain things in that movie were dramatized just to sell movie tickets, but a lot of it was factual. A lot of the concepts and ideas were actually true. Like, I still remember being young in the 90s and seeing all that stuff happen, like on TV, like MTV News when he got shot the first time, when he got shot the second time, talking with my friends on the playground, thinking he's gonna survive. All that stuff I remember vividly in my mind. So it's kind of cool to, revisit it and then get a different feeling about it. He was a very smart guy. He read a lot of books, and that's why his words are so meaningful to this day. He wasn't just a guy rapping about women, weed, and guns and stuff like that. He was actually giving a message, and he had value in his lyrics, which is why he's still an important figure to a lot of people today. So he spoke to a generation at that time, which a lot of people I think are still being inspired by today. When I was at the movies today, there were some young kids in there too, young white girls actually, which I think I thought it was kind of funny that they were watching it, but I think maybe it might inspire them to do something. You never know. And at the end of the movie, he said, I might not be the one to change the world, but I might spark the brain that does. And I think that's an important clip that they added at the end of the movie. His words have power, and sometimes you see a lot of guys try to do their best Tupac impersonation, like Chris Brown or Ja Rule or 50 Cent or The Game. They go on their little rants like Tupac used to do, but the difference is that Tupac, his rants were filled with a lot more meaning, and you could tell he was educated and well-spoken the way he did it. It wasn't just based purely off of sheer emotion. That's why I think there'll never be another Tupac. And like I said earlier, Kendrick Lamar is probably the closest thing we have to Tupac, but the only difference is he's not as handsome as Tupac, so he don't be pulling ladies like Tupac did. Tupac had the brains and the looks. That's why I feel like he was who he was. Some people either got the looks but no brains, some people got the brains but no looks, but he had the total package, and it would have been amazing to see what he would have done if he had lived another 20 years. Amazing, man. So that's just my thoughts and feelings about the Tupac movie. I give it 2 thumbs up. I enjoyed it. On a side note, rest in peace to Prodigy from Mobb Deep. Mobb Deep was a group that I listened to when I was a kid. Wasn't one of my favorite groups, but I've respected a lot of their music. I got a chance to see them in concert at the House of Blues in Hollywood. R.I.P. Prodigy. This is your boy Brandon, aka the Burnt Egg Roll, aka Yellow Iverson, aka Yellow Jesus, aka Yellow Tupac, aka Sauce You Up 3, aka One Chain. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Saucing on you. I'm swagging, I'm swagging, I'm swagging.